It's looking dangerous. Gonna start us off with Virgo. Obviously, you're the last to go, which I'm hoping, excuse me, let me adjust the mic. I'm hoping is a good sign for you, Virgo. Let's clear the field is what I'm hearing. I got these from a Taurus. So you're gonna hear the angel Okay, so now that we've cleared our space, we've got our candle lit, we've set our intentions, we know that Virgo is the next up, and these have been a trickle down from the emergency readings. I'm taking this as a good sign for you guys though, because that was pretty heavy energy, so I'm hoping that means Virgo is sitting at least on the sidelines. Okay, Queen of Wands, so a person of action, a fire sign. It is depicted as a female figure. However, you take what resonates. And then we have the Star, so something like a wish fulfillment. What is your heart's true desire? Sometimes that means us being professional and pushing our way through, because sometimes we have to sit in this Queen of Wands taking action energy, and that doesn't always mean that we're everyone's best friend though. Let's see what we're called to. The Empress. Okay. So we are literally taking action. We have this idea, this thing that we had on our vision board, our goal. I feel like that's something that you should be doing. Writing down your goals, writing down like a weekly goal, a monthly goal, even like a yearly goal, what you want to accomplish in your career. I would do section by section. What you want for your career, what would you like to do for your money, like how much do you want to save. I think things like that to keep you on track is a good idea. So we took our action, set our goal, and we are actually birthing this business, this idea, or this actual human being, right? Because it could literally, the Empress could be a pregnant woman. So that could be. Okay, so there is some heartache. Okay, so you weren't totally 100% clear of the energy from the emergency readings because we have the Three of Swords. So there was a removal or some heartache involved in this plot forward. It's hard to go into business with friends. Personal opinion there, but it's a factual one too. That's what I'm hearing. The Death, so literally moving away from something, someone, or some venture as far as your business goes or in your home sphere. And really, we're weeping about this before the actual death happens. So perhaps we see the separation or this being stopped in the way that we originally intended it to be. Okay. Oh, our money came in backwards. So Ace of Pentacles. So there's some sort of delay of your funds. Okay. Five of Swords. Someone feeling like they're the victor, the other one falling into this role of the martyr. Gloating over a battle, gloating over a disagreement, whether that's you or them. We have to be generous in the way we view other people, because so easily does that shoe get flipped on us. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so there was a little hindrance to our goal, and it did stop the amount that the universe was initially going to give us. It did not, it just postponed it, excuse me. It postponed it. We have you coming in again, Queen of Pentacles, having to do with the work sector. And again, so the universe was trying to gift it to you, that's what I'm hearing. And there was a delay, but you end up with it in the end anyways. But yes, there was you weren't totally removed from the emergency readings. It looks like you had some of this residual energy affect you as well. And maybe that's because you watched people in your work environment get the boot. The booty. Okay. Wow, we've got some new cards coming out that we haven't seen before. Okay, these ones came out and then this one. So we've got Two of Pentacles. So again, that's the balancing of funds and resources. If, and I'm not saying that you are, but if we had been outed, right? If we lost our job or some sort of way of gaining revenue was stifled. I see that you still are balancing resources. It's just there's not extra right now. So just be very cognizant that it's always good to have a rainy day fund. I know that they suggest like 3 months set aside in case of an emergency, or even more than that, to be honest. Ace of Wands. So we're taking action. You are getting up. No matter what happens, you keep getting up. Look at the Queen of Wands has the wands in her hand. Okay. So you started off with an action plan. You're trying to manifest this goal, this dream, this heart's true desire. You're on the verge of birthing it. Then there's some sort of heartache and removal, and then it affects your money. However, it just delays it because of some sort of pettiness. I'll say it like that. You do get it, not to the amount that you had originally anticipated, right? There was some delay. So it's as opposed to everything all at once. There could be also contingencies on a will. There's fine print on the will. So Ace of Wands, taking action, moving forward. So we're getting up, and it's right below that Ace of Pentacles. So also, 2 aces in a reading could indicate a move, a house, perhaps the fund or the down payment or something to do with the contract was delayed. Things always take longer in escrow than we anticipate. We have a follow-up, which is the Lovers. So this might be our first home together with our partner. Let's see what else we've got for you. Virgo, that one wants to come out. We're going to take it, but we're also going to grab you. I was going to say another, but there we go. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, again, not really having as much. Maybe you're shocked about what it takes. Perhaps this is something to do with the bubble, like the housing market, or inflation, or something like that. The cost of something is surprising you. Justice. Okay, so you're definitely still in the same energy that all the other signs we're dealing with, where there was, no other way to say it, scorched earth, a fortifying of the soil to bring about a renewal. So we have the Justice card here. Remember, this is weighing the heart by the feather. The heart being weighed by the feather. Meaning, justice is weighing your heart, right? So what were your intentions versus what you done, and how is this perceived? She's definitely prepared for like the final judgment, but thankfully for you guys, the final judgment card has not come up. So this is something where everything's going to be weighed out and considered, which, you know, that could be a positive if you are still within. No wonder it's so dark. The little lamp's not on. If you did not work outside of the sphere of what's acceptable. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we were trying to get ahead of the steps, apparently. Maybe that's why it was delayed. Good luck. Spirit guides, progress, justice, structures. Okay, we talked about building a foundation and fortifying the ground. Systems, progress, conditioning, and rules. Justice is all about them rules. You are on the right track! Exclamation point. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall to pieces. Be sure that everything will fall to pieces. I think what they're trying to say is fall into pieces, fall into line, fall in, like a puzzle piece. It was written very weird though. All right. Special messages for you, Virgo. That's a lot. Maybe it's not. Okay. Okay, so she looks like she's floating and like there's a genie in the background, and she's reading a book. It's called Find Your Magic. And this looks like alchemy. Literally looks like you're manifesting something, right? Right there. So find your magic. The truth is you are more powerful and capable than you could ever imagine. Explore it. Okay, this one with the little flower that looks like it has an eyeball in it and a lot of glitter. Sometimes the toughest moments carry the most potent seeds of transformation into a whole new era. I mean, this is going to hit somebody's chord, maybe a little too hard, but here's my line of thought. Would Taylor Swift be Taylor Swift without the heartache songs? And I know you're gonna say all kinds of things, but there's something about the relatability of going through heartache and learning a lesson and pushing your way forward to that finish line. It ultimately, the people that we interact with shape who we are, for better or for worse, right? It's about taking that pain and transforming it. And even though we're talking about Taylor Swift, I did have a message come in before we started the reading. It's an old country song, 90s country, by the way. It's, if I am not the first, just say I'll be the last. It's too much to expect, but it's not too much to ask. I will link it below. I think it's Kathy Mattea. I could be wrong. Yeah. Okay, then we have this one. And look at how vulnerable she is. She looks like she's taking off the mask, the facade, and exposing herself to the bones. It's that brutal honesty. Sometimes the better question is not why, but why not? No risk, no magic. Exist boldly. Okay, so this is finding your magic, right? Existing boldly. Okay, this one says, did you forget all you had to go through to be you? Hello? We were just talking about the pain and the suffering transforming you and creating, giving birth to something. Trust that when something ends, it's meant for you and your next expansion. Keep rising. Yep. And we'll rise up, rise up. Okay. Okay, so it looks like something, you know, these little flames. I hope you can see this okay. These little flames that you can see, it looks like if we're sending a warning. It looks like we're sending a message to the next town or next area over, like an impending war or notification of some sort of enemy on the horizon, or some sort of like warning, and it's showing water, so I'm wondering if the sirens don't go off. It's reminding me of, here you go, because I know some of you younger people watching are probably not going to understand what I'm saying. It's lighting the flame, and then the person at the next tower point sees the flame that you lit and lights theirs, and there's a trickle down. If you remember the movie, I think in The Quiet Place, they also show this as a reference, lights, right? To use it as a form of communication. We could be in a blackout. We could have some sort of natural disaster going on, or literally an enemy on the horizon. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for that. You exhibit a sense of protectiveness, intuition, and enthusiasm. Relish the companionship of those who resonate with your passions. So it's about finding your tribe. Openly expressing emotions and aspirations fosters deeper comprehension, backing, and the latitude to execute task according to your preferences. Uncover a promising future brimming with optimism, affection, and tranquility of the spirit. Life evolves rapidly, manifesting positively if you allow it to do so. Okay, so it's choosing to move on, it's choosing to get up, choosing to take action. If go back to it, like if you have heartache and you choose to sit in that heartache, where would you be 10 years down the line, but still sitting in that heartache? Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Okay. And we're going to go to the Lenormand. See what gets pulled for you, Virgo. And then we'll be wrapping it up with charms and messages from God. And by the way, just side note, I've been telling all the signs, at the bottom right hand corner, you're gonna see what looks like a watermark, and it looks like a candle. That is our little subscribe button, so you can get back to this channel, which is called Back in the Future. And the top right corner, you're also going to see sporadically different, sorry, I'm losing where it's going. Different channeled readings for you guys that we think that might be pertinent. We have the Swan. Okay, look at, she found her counterpart. We also have this one. It's like the wheel. It's the zodiacs. And we have, I think it's like the sickle. So let's grab our little book and we can talk more into depth about that. Perhaps we should zoom you in too, because next after this will be the charms. Okay, so 24. Oh, and we got straight to it. Oh, it's not considered swans. They have it under heart. Okay, this one right here. The form of happiness and love is simply drawn in my shape. The heart shape, right? I am feeling and emotions. I am your passion and your devotions. Just make sure no bad cards are around to spoil this fondness and affection. Okay, so. So we have the Sith, which is literally in the heart card, and it says may not be such a happy combination. So this endeavor might not be that happy. Let's see what 16 brings to us. Stars. Stars? Yep, stars. Okay, right there. Shiny sparkles, guidance and healing is what I promise through a gentle feeling. I am reassurance, inspiration, and a new path for your exploration. Wish upon a star, for I bring hope and light from afar. In the game of hope, we make progress along a snake and ladder type of map of life. At this stage, quote, arriving at the stars of good prospects, unquote. Here we see the stars map with the zodiacal compass indicating of this very journey through life. Okay. A fixed course, something that is preordained. The star indicates the need for vision and desire for wish fulfillment. Okay. We should follow our own star. So follow our own North Star. All right, you guys. So that's about figuring out our way forward to manifest. So if we talked about this at the beginning about setting our goals, setting our intentions in order to get to this place where we're manifesting it, right? So set those intentions on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, a year basis. Do not let the time pass you by without setting intentions, because that's all it is. Setting goals is setting intentions, excuse me. It's charm time. Okay. Oop. Zoom you in some more. And there we go. I am curious, what did you always want to be or want to do when you were little? Okay, a pinch. Alrighty. Here we go. It is, the first thing out is, sorry, I'm wearing my glasses. I think this is a Cancer sign. We have Louisiana, Creole culture. This could be a mass ball. This could be Mardi Gras, or this could be a false person. Okay. Purple and gold might be significant as well, by the way. Purple and gold or purple and black. We have Virgo. Virgo, you came up in your own reading. How very practical. How very practical of you. We have balloons. Sorry, but when I saw this, I was thinking about just that single red balloon, like we all float down here, like someone's trying to bring you down. And we rise up. Mittens, gloves, this could be a link to Christmas time or winter time. We have the Queen of Hearts as a little card. We also have the 4-leaf clover, so luck coming our way. And we have a whistle. So, couple thoughts on this whistle. When I saw it pulled, I was not thinking what I would typically think. I was thinking about a conductor or someone signaling to get on board. The image from the Polar Express came to my head where the figure blows the whistle for the children to come on board. The other thing is signals. We talked about signals like lighting a path or giving a warning. Be acutely aware of signals that the universe might be trying to send to you. And the last note I would say is to always carry something on you as a means to get attention in case we are having to signal authorities or having to defend ourselves. And that includes my guys that listen to this as well. Because men can be attacked just as much as women can be. I feel like someone should tell their children like the whole stranger danger or getting on the ground, because it's harder to pull somebody off the ground than it is for them to carry you if you're standing upright. So if you have no means to run, hide, or defend yourself, at least if you make the most noise and you're on the ground. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Psalms 34:18. All right, guys, we want to thank you as always for coming and checking out the channel. Remember, this is Beck in the future, and you can subscribe down below. We're also going to link some videos for you, so we will be seeing you in the cards next time. Bye.